Hi everyone, hope you all are good. We are here for favorite math. You can find all the lessons@students.com. You have to log in there. Email address and password is provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 8 math and then click on view all lessons. There you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter 1 variable inequalities. The lessons we're going to cover today are solutions to inequalities, graph inequalities and number lines, write inequalities from number lines, and solve one-step inequalities. So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. And on variable math, the chapter we are on right now is one variable inequalities. So let's just start with the first lesson, that solution to inequalities. Let's just start with the first lesson. If G equals a solution to the inequality below, negative 8 is greater than or equal to G, so negative 8 is greater than or equal to negative 4. That is not the solution because as you are moving far from zero, the numbers are getting smaller and smaller. So negative 8 is not greater than negative 4. Negative 8 is less than negative 4. Let's just start with the test questions. Which of the following are solutions to the inequality below? Select all that apply. N is less than negative 8. We have two options. N is negative 11 and negative 8. Option number 1 is the correct option. Negative 11 is less than negative 8. Because as you are moving far from 0 to negative side, the numbers are getting smaller and smaller. So obviously negative 11 is less than negative 8. Option number 1 is the correct option. Is G equals negative 4 a solution to the inequality below? So negative 8 is greater than equal to, no, negative 8 is smaller than no. The correct option is no. Which of the following is a solution to the inequality below? M equal to negative 9. So we are given two of the values, negative 9 and negative 4. Negative 9 is equal to negative 9. Negative 4 is less than equal to negative 9. Option number 2 is the correct option. But why not negative 4? Because negative 4 is less than negative 9. No, 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 sorry. Negative 4 is greater than negative 9. Option number 1 is the correct option. Which of the following are solutions to the inequality below? Y is greater than 3. Option number 1 is the correct option. 4 is greater than 3, 6 is greater than 3, 10 is greater than 3, and 11 is greater than 3. Option number 1 is the correct option. If A equals 6, a solution to the inequality below. A is less than equal to 5. 6 is less than equal to 5. 6 is less than equal to 5. Option number 2 is the correct option. No. Which of the following are solutions to the inequality below? B is greater than equal to 3. 11 is greater than equal to 3. 3 is equal to 3. 5 is greater than equal to 3. And 6 is greater than equal to 3. Option number 1 is the correct option. Which of the following is a solution to the inequality below? Option number 1 is the correct option because 2 is equal to 3. Is equal to 2. Option number 1 is the correct option. Which of the following is a solution to the inequality below? P is less than equal to negative 10. Negative 10 equals negative 10 and negative 11 equals negative 10. Option number 1 is option. Which of the following is the solution to the inequality below? Option number one is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to the next lesson. Graph inequalities on number lines. Let's just start with the lesson. Let's just start with the test questions. Graph x is less than equal to 10. So option number two is the correct option. We have a circle on 10 because there is also a solution in all the numbers that are less than 10. So point to the left. Option number two is the correct option. Option number two is the correct option. Graph x is greater than 2. So which is the correct option? Option number one is the correct option. Circle and do, or do because 2 is not the solution, right? So that way all the numbers that are written then 2 are the solutions. So option number one is the correct option. X is less than negative 1. So which is the correct option? Option number one is the correct option. X is greater than 4. So which is the correct option? That is option number two is the correct option. X is greater than 4. X is greater than equal to 5. So which is the correct option? X is greater than equal to 5. Greater than equal to 5. So option number 2 is the correct option because 5 is the solution and all the numbers that are greater than 5 are the solution to the equation. So option number 2 is the correct option. X is greater than equal to 6, so which is the correct option? Option number 1 is the correct option. X is greater than 8, so which is the correct option? Option number 1 is the correct option, that is X is greater than 8. X is less than equal to 0, so which is the correct option? Option number 1 is the correct option. All the numbers less than 0, including 0 and less than 0, are the solution of the inequality. X is less than equal to 8, so which is the correct option? Option number 2 is the correct option, that is X is less than equal to 8. X is less than equal to 1. Option number 1 is the correct option. All the numbers that are less than 1 are not in the solution. Okay, we are done with the lesson. Let's just move on to the next lesson. next lesson is writing from number lines. Now we know how to write inequalities from the number line because we already know how to plot the inequalities on number line. What inequality does the number line show? We have an open circle at 8, right? That means 8 is not the solution and the line points on the left. So that is x is less than 8. Let's just start with test questions. What inequality does the number line show? That is x is less than equal to 2. All the numbers that are less than 2 are the solution and 2 is also the solution because we have a closed circle. We have a closed circle and 2. So x is less than equal to 2. What inequality does the number line show? X is greater than 8, greater than 9. Option number 1 is the correct option. Option number 2 is the correct option. What inequality? What inequality does the number line show? The correct option is x is less than option number 1 is the correct option. What inequality does the number line show? So we have a closed circle at -7 and the graph is pointing to right. So that means x is greater than equal to -7. Option number 2 is the correct option. Also, Next one is the number line shift. So that is x is greater than equal to -7. Option number two is the correct option. That is x is greater than equal to -7. Option number two is the correct option. Okay, the next one is what inequality does the number line show? So which is the correct option? X is less than 8. Option number one is the correct option. What inequality does the number line show? So which is the correct option? That is x is less than -8. Option number two is the correct option. What inequality shows? So which is the correct option? Option number one is the correct option. That is x is greater than 5. Option one is the correct option. Elevators, the number line shows. So which is the correct option? X is greater than 6. Option number two is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to the next lesson. The next lesson is solve one-step inequalities. Let's just start with the lesson. Solve for B. 4B is greater than equal to 8. So let's just divide both sides by 2. Let's just start with the test questions. Solve for Z. 2Z is greater than equal to 8. We need to find the value of Z. So let's just divide both sides by 2. So Z is greater than equal to 4. Option number one is the correct option. That is Z is greater than equal to 4. Solve for k plus 5 is greater than 9. Subtract 5 both sides, so then k is greater than 4. Option number 2 is the correct option. Solve for h. H is greater than equal to 5. Option number 2 is the correct. Solve for h plus 5 is greater than 5. H is greater than 4. Option number 1 is the correct option. Solve for h, so which is the correct option? H is less than equal to 2. Option number 2 is the correct option. Solve for b. B divided by 3 is greater than equal to 3. B is greater than equal to 9. Option number 1 is the correct option. That W is less than equal to 1. Option number 1 is the correct option. Two is less than equal to four, but we don't have any given options. 5t is less than 10, so which is the correct option? It's less than 2 option number 2 is the correct option. D plus 4 is less than 6, so which is the correct option? D is less than 2. Option number 2 is the correct one. So for t plus 7 is greater than equal to 10. That is t is less greater than equal to 0. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself if you today. So we are working on grade 8 math. The chapter we're working on is one variable inequalities. The lessons we have covered today are solution to inequalities, graph inequalities on number line, write inequalities from number lines, and solve one-step inequalities. You can complete the lesson by yourself today. So if you need more help, you can simply click on the live chat button. Tutors are available there to help you, or either you can write down the question in the chat box I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. Okay, then that's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye, everyone.